everyone, it's GingerbreadMan17, and today in How I Roll, we're going to be looking at tower control for Musselforge Fitness. Let's go to my gear loadout real quick. I got my main and 3 subs of Sub Saver, my main and 3 subs of Swim Speed, my 3 subs of Ink Recovery, and Ninja Squid. Just my typical loadouts, and let's head into Recon to check out the gym. So, we'll be going to the far left for this first example. We're reaching the junction point. I'll more on this later. Something risky, you could possibly just go straight in. Most people just kind of stand near the bridge, so if you're able to take them out, you can just go head straight on in and take out the sniper or splatling or long range shooter, whichever may be sitting in snipe. That is very lucky and situational if you're able to get through all that really quickly, but I can say that most people probably would not be expecting an attack there so soon, so see the opportunity, go ahead and go for it. Back on the junction, you can split up past here, you can go even further outside, maybe go underneath the bridge and poke at people there, or you can go straight in from there into the ramp and attack anyone who may be the first line of defense that they usually send in. Bunch of different ways you can go, and those paths split into even further paths. That's one thing I like about the start of this map. One useful tool, I like to paint the sides of this little extension here on the ramp. The walls just add some options. You can strike at anybody who may be just going to stand there, or you can also hide on said walls from fall-off shots of people knowing you're kind of on the slopes, but they can't see you, so they're just firing over. But if you hug that wall, it's a better chance that you'll avoid getting shot. I feel the most important dynamic of this map is going to a spot that your opponent isn't looking. Sometimes it's really hard to find, but with the way this map is built, they're going to be turning some direction, meaning they're not looking the other way. So trying to find that opening that they're not looking at is really key as a roller, and maybe anyone in general, but for a roller especially, because if they see you coming, they have a good amount of time to shoot at you. But anyway, let's try it out in an actual match. And the path that I went in Recon, I'm actually not going to go in this game. I'm going to be going to a far right path where I'm going to be going straight into the enemy spawn. Another behind enemy lines approach, if you will. To get there quickly, just throw a curling bomb, and then since everyone usually went to mid at this point, they didn't really see you far off on the right, so you can be set really behind people. There's still one straggler here, but I was able to dispatch them, and then my teammates were able to take out 2 other people, so that leaves 3 people for me to spawn camp, and that's pretty fun. Less fun for them, but fun for me. And I'm selfish, so that's all that matters. And there, I kind of wasted my splashdown. I hit the curling bomb hit and the roller hit, and that didn't get me a splat, so I kind of panicked and thought there were multiple people there. When there wasn't, it was just my roller being silly, but as you can see, I did a good amount enough damage. We already pushed objective past the halfway point, and we're still going, and haven't even rejoined the battle yet. And there's 2 down, so knowing that they have to stop tower, I decided to go straight into the front. Or at least just watch that path anyway, since I knew that people were going to go down to tower eventually. So then that left an opening. I decided to go right back in. And I like hiding behind there, because if they drop down to that little second level, they can't come back at you unless they decide to jump all the way back to their spawn, and that takes a lot of time, and who's really going to do that? Especially in solo. Like, someone else will get it. Unfortunately, they left that job to poor Denelson again, and wasn't quite able to do it. But this match, I felt completely in control. I didn't really feel threatened at all. It was just very, very smooth sailing on my part, so it's a match when things are going very well for you, which isn't always the case. So let's try and do another match where things might be a little more realistic. And things might not always go my way. So as I went directly to their spawn last game, I kind of conditioned them for that, so they might be expecting that again. So this time I actually am going to go to where I went in Recon and go far left, these directions, yes. And I decided to cut up right inside, and since I see people just standing there kind of shooting, I'm just going to go punish them as they're not really aiming at anything, they're kind of aggressively turfing, I guess, but either way I punished them for not being fully committed. And I can see someone approaching the tower on the left, so they're about to strike, so I decided to strike first. And since it was a tri-slosher, that was very advantageous on my part to try and get that first blow. So that's a matchup that is not fun, depending on where they are. And this ink jet is completely whiff on. I should have been able to hit it. I thought they were going to descend even further forward, but they instead moved back, so they were higher than where I was swinging. And maybe I could have got Savage then if I was able to deal with the jet properly, but I didn't. So it's a case of woulda, shoulda, get coulda. Turf first side a little bit. They're starting to get control of mid. Luckily Savage was kind of pushed up a bit too far, so it's able to just swing at her and take her out. Kind of having trouble finding people, but I like this spot right here because it gives you those two little walls of protection. You can just kind of jump over them whenever you see a good opening. Splash down, kind of get out of trouble. Wait for my point sensor to wear off. And here I did not handle those missiles very well, and since the Tempter Missiler is able to see where you are, Savage kind of came and rushed me down. Granted, I wasn't expecting her to come from that part of the map. That was very sloppy on my part. Someone on the tower kind of pushed me around. So I definitely have a decent grasp of mids. It's difficult for me to just kind of go in there the way I want. But I see 3 down, so I decide I'm going to go in their spawn. Not really here to get anyone in particular, just trying to distract from the tower push and just let them know I'm here. Three down once again, so I'm just gonna go back and bother him again. No, they were definitely expecting it this time, but they were not expecting egg curling bomb to finish them off. And since I got 2, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop pushing my luck and head back to mid. Support power however else I can. Jet, so I had a hunch that there would be a spot back here, and I was correct. Seeing your own spawn's usually a good place to leave your jet marker, so I can't really fault them for that. Definitely learned from the beginning of the match. They decided to actually aim at me this time. Back here, and this is something I've definitely learned to stop doing. Try to attack tower from beneath it while it's descending on me, because it's hard to get any ink up there. It's really a spot meant for like sloshers and blasters, I guess. As a roller, it's just gonna be better if you just go around and strike it from the top. It's not worth it. So person was not expecting them to use jet. I should have been paying attention to who had what special. I could have taken it out, but that was just me kind of in a panic. It was definitely a bit sloppy towards the end of this match. I was dying a lot, and especially at times that could cost the game. Luckily, my teammates were able to cover for me and stop the tower themselves. So I admittedly got lucky towards the end there. Just need to tighten up my gameplay a bit. But, that's kinda how I do it. Hopefully a little better throughout the entire duration of the game. But hopefully you saw something that you liked or didn't like and won't do, and I can show you how not to do things as well sometimes. But anyway, good luck, rollers, and I'll see you in the next video.